The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed by the hosts are for entertainment purposes only and do not necessarily reflect those of RJV Media Lab, Inc., its affiliates, or sponsors. Listener discretion is advised.
Them boys ain't cutting up. Are you not entertained? Let me put you up on game. Cutting up with the gang. Cutting up, can't restrain. Are you not entertained? Let me put you up on game. Cutting up with the gang. Cutting up, can't restrain. Cutting up. Them boys ain't cutting up.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Welcome to a great and illustrious episode of Cutting Up with your boy, myself, D, in the place to be.
Elroy Jackson, ready to blast off.
And my boy C. Murder.
Yeah, I'm over here in the tub.
And as we always say, guys, we'd like you to like, subscribe, and share.
Yep.
What's happening with y'all, man?
Let them know.
What's poppin', man?
Man,
How was y'all weekend?
Is first and foremost, let's just say it's an honor to still be amongst the living after the
Yeah, for sure,
weather we
for
had,
sure.
you know.
Now, you got funky where you were?
No.
Now I got funky up there.
I mean, the wind was very, very high, and you could see lightning looking like it's about to touch the ground, if not dead. But I mean, my son, my son said it was raining hard, but by that time I was asleep, so I ain't heard nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he may have got a little dirty where I was, but I think he got a little bit more dirty, a little bit like probably about
Not too far from
me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I was saying that, because I know you ain't too far from a lot of that.
Yeah, so it did get dirty up in that way, but shouts out.
But even though it didn't get dirty as it could have gotten here,
it
did get ugly in other places. So, be that as it may.
So shouts out and hard out to all y'all people, man. Hope y'all get everything, squared away very quickly and efficiently.
Right.
So fellas,
Right.
it's that time.
Yeah.
Right.
March Madness.
It's going down, man.
You filled your bracket out, brother? Because I motherfucking have. So did and do.
You know you did, man.
Do. Yeah. Got a couple of them, though. Got a couple of them already out there.
You got a couple brackets?
Yeah, man. I ain't going to lie to you. I'm never going to do just one. I'm going to have one that's really going to say my baby. Then I'm going to say, I'm going to, kind of. Then I got one that I got a group, guys that do fantasy football. We doing one. But, I'd usually do a couple of them because it's likely and unlikely scenarios that I did see. So, with saying that, have you looked at any of the matchups?
No, I haven't. Okay. I ain't looked at too much of none. I know where people are and who they might play. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know too much of none. Because I don't know nothing. I just want to watch. I don't know nothing. Like, I haven't been following basketball like that, to be honest, because of how unimpressive my team has been. So, you know what I'm saying? I keep up, games at the shop, you know what I mean? But
now I'm gonna say this: the first round, just for me, I will say I've been kind of keeping up with it since I got two teams.
Hold that thought.
Yeah, I do got two teams.
Hold that thought.
So motherfucker do.
Hold that thought. Since you said that, serious, hold that thought before we go any further. Because you said first round.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Alabama State for making the tournament.
Oh yeah, man! Big out shout out for Alabama State, man. I think they won with the sweat.
Yeah, they won the sweat.
Going to the NCAA tournament, man. Big shout out to Alabama. Who they playing? Let's see who they playing.
They're playing in the play-in, but then if they win, they have to play Auburn.
Ooh, sure is. They're playing against St. Francis. I see that. Yeah, I see that. So shout out to Alabama State for getting in the play-in, and if you get in by, thank you for coming out. God bless you. Damn, it had to be you. But other than that, it is. I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna be honest with you. The first round kind of
looking at the bracket. Who you got to win? Man, fuck all that. Who you got to win?
Honestly,
yeah. Well, no. Give me your final four.
Okay, my Final Four.
Let's just do that.
Okay, let me
first.
Let me be able to look at it.
Because see, I don't even know where the number ones at, who they might have to play. I haven't looked at shit.
All right, so let me pull. I wish I had my laptop with me. So, but let me pull it up so I can actually just look at it and see it, because I can't see it unless
I know who you got winning it. You done figured out 2 brackets. I know you know at least one of them, and I know you know your favorite one.
You always, you see it.
Oh, so you got them winning instead of Duke?
Yeah, only reason I got to win it because of Duke, because I don't know if Cooper Flag will play the first couple rounds.
It don't matter.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I mean? So,
D, come on, man.
This ain't regular basketball.
But it don't matter.
So my Final Four as it sits is. My Final Four as it sits was Auburn, St. John's, Duke, and Houston.
So you don't have Florida making it to the 4?
Mm-mm.
Who you got them
I got
losing
Florida,
to?
St. John's.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought that too.
I got my 8 is Auburn, Michigan State, Florida, St. John's, Duke, Wisconsin, Houston, Tennessee.
I think they'll beat St. John's. I think Florida beat them because of their length. They're long in every position, and they can do whatever they need to do, full court, half court, like whatever. Like,
but I think St. John's takes care of the ball enough.
They might,
and they'll be able to kind of push through that.
Yeah,
and with Patino, I think this is fucking 6-7 team he done took to the damn.
I got you.
Turnover. So shout out to Paterno. I will put you up on that GOAT status because there ain't many coaches that can say they've done that. So but to me, it's a wild card going around with a bunch of them, because I see a bunch of teams that can win it, which is like Florida. I see if they get on a run, they can win it. I think Auburn can win it. Duke get on the right run, I think they can win it. Houston, I believe that they can win it too. You know what I mean?
But,
so,
question to you: can Houston shoot well enough to get that deep? Now I know their defense is legit.
And you already took it out of my word. They can play a defense enough.
It's gonna come a time though where they're gonna have to make some shots. You know what I'm saying?
I think they'll make timely shots. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying to get as far as what you got them going.
Yeah, but the reason why I got them going because I got them, of course, being able to shut down your best scorer, being able to out-rebound you, and at the end of the day, score in transition off of defense.
I don't know about being able to out-rebound you, though, D, because they not a big team now.
No, they not big, but they physical.
Yeah, they physical, and
they know how to get to their spot. You know what I mean? So I think with that being said, I do believe I got Houston going deep. You know what I mean? I got Houston, Duke, Auburn. Yeah, I can't remember the last one. So, yeah, that's my fault, bro. But I got Auburn coming out, even though I'm I don't know, because I ain't going to lie. Auburn got the worst, I think, setup, because I think they got – and I got them going over them because I got Texas – because they got Texas A&M on their side. So I think if they get to – I think it's the 32, they get Texas A&M, and I think we not lost to them 9 times in a row. If I'm not mistaken, it's 9 times. So yeah, if both of those teams win, they meet at the Sweet 16.
Gotcha.
So I ain't gonna lie, I got the SEC going. I got the SEC going deep because my 16 is Auburn playing Texas A&M, Ole Miss, Michigan State, Florida, Maryland, Texas Tech, St. John's, Duke, Oregon, Wisconsin, Alabama, Houston, Clemson, Kentucky, Tennessee. So I don't have no SEC teams losing first day. Only one I was kind of really skeptical. Only 2 I'm kind of skeptical about is not Oregon, but Georgia and Oklahoma. But all the rest of them, I'm pretty confident. SEC 14 teams record. yeah.
If them 2 fall though, that's 2 in one day now.
Like I said, that was the only 2 that I was scared because the rest of them, I got the faith that they'll take it all the way they can get to the 8. It all depends on how the ball bounces.
But see, I know why you scared of them, but I'm gonna tell you something now. Another team that I'm actually scared of is Tennessee, because they're another team that's not a real good shooting team.
Their defense, I want to say top 2, top 3 defenses in the country.
Right.
I just think.
But see, this is my thing, D. It's gonna we fixing to get into this realm of basketball where we're playing a bunch of unknowns too. Unless you actually like, that's all you do is eat, sleep, breathe basketball.
Now I watched a couple. Now I watched a couple on because, of course, once I started, because now with the 2 teams, of course, me following 2 teams and being a little bit better, I'm gonna start watching the game. So I watched some of them. So I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I done watched all of them. You know what I mean? But I think from what I know, from what I think I know in reference to what I've seen from the teams I've saw, it's only one team. I think it was. I can't think of the name of. That's the only. It's on, like I said, that's the team they play in Georgia. That's the only team I think they can take. You know what I'm saying? They're really, but everything else, I ain't really worried about it. You know what I mean? But once it's gonna start getting ugly when you get to the 32. You know what I'm saying? In 16, that's when it started to get smelly.
Yeah, but like, check this out. Like, I'm not saying they're gonna lose, but time zone can play an issue too.
Yeah.
Alabama is the first game, so they're gonna be playing at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock Eastern.
But I think what helped them was lose. I think what helped Alabama and Auburn was not winning the championship. You get what I'm saying? Getting that rest, not having to play that game. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Can you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because Auburn ran the gauntlet bigger than anybody that ran in a long time in reference to how they played the season.
Well, to be honest, everybody in the SEC had. So,
everybody had, but I don't think outside of Auburn they played as many outside conference teams like Duke.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
you
those
right
type
on
of
that
teams,
now,
you know
but
what I mean?
I'm just saying, like.
But playing in the SEC alone, within itself, is like, just like we were saying, you got 14 teams in the tournament, ain't but 64. So, that's in itself alone lets you know the gauntlet that the SEC had to go through just to get to where they at. So, that's why I do got the SEC going deep, because we do play good defense, but some of our teams rely heavily on the 3. And I think those are the teams that you'll start to see fall early, because those threes are not falling early.
That's what I was going to say. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Alabama lose first day, all because Grant Nelson might not play. If he
I didn't know that. He hurt.
He hurt his knee. He didn't even come out. I think he got hurt halfway through the first half.
Man, I will say this now. Now, all due respect to fucking Robert Morris, I don't think they're gonna be Alabama with or without him. I'm gonna just say I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna just stand on business. I'm gonna ride with the SEC, and I'm a motherfucker. All right. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna do Bama like that. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm not trying to do them like that.
I just think they're good enough to get past.
I'm thinking on both sides of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, in this tournament, man, it's like all you can do. This is what really sees how well you are as a basketball player, because you just look at film for a couple of hours. You know what I'm saying? Like, they might run sets that you haven't played against all your college career. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no doubt. And you're going to play against players who ain't play like that, though. But that's
right.
So let me ask you this. Do you think that a SEC team being as hard as it is, because I believe it, will go further because of the talent and who they've had to play through the whole season?
Some, yes.
So who's your...
Because I think a lot of them are running on an emotional high, a.k.a. Florida. They're playing
you think so,
good.
Bro? You don't think Florida that good?
No, I'm saying they are.
Oh, okay.
No. I'm saying that they are. That's what's going to enhance them.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I thought
Auburn has
highlight just because they won, they really wasn't it.
No. Like, they have gotten in the groove, and right now they are playing the best in the country right now. To me,
yeah, I'll give you that.
Because they playing on both sides of the ball.
I say that.
Florida balling, man.
I ain't gonna take no way wrong.
And Auburn had something to prove.
Because Auburn looking like shit, because they lost 2 of their last 3 games coming out. You know what I'm saying? Then Duke losing their best player, even though they still won. Right. It was just that I feel like they played a little less talent to be able to do so, because the ACC ain't what it used to be. Because I only think they got 4 teams in. You know what I mean? So, and I think that was a record low for them, if I'm not mistaken. But so let me ask you this: who's your? So I guess you just answered my question without answering it. So Florida would be your kind of favorite out of the SEC, if you would say so. So who would you be your favorite in the tournament out of the SEC?
I don't know, man, because to be honest,
if you just had to choose one, not saying that this your pick, But if you had to say, all right, this is my favorite, I believe that they would go the deepest, not win it, but go the deepest, who would you choose?
It's a toss-up between Auburn and Florida. I just don't know, because I'm a firm believer Auburn is the best team in the country, man, but it just
don't play like it every time. We just ain't consistent.
It's just something that ain't clicking right.
I'm telling you, the offense don't play.
Tell me, I don't.
First of all, Bruce Pearl, please have some free throw motherfucking drills. Because I promise you, I watched the best player in the country miss his first 4 fucking free throws, and that should never happen.
Well,
period.
Like I said,
that's unexcusable.
To answer your question, though,
they just hit free throws, they win that game.
I want to say Auburn because they play like trash, and they got a lot of bad calls against them, and they still made it a close game at the end of the day. It was a home game for Tennessee, et cetera. But right now, Florida is playing the best basketball, and they just had this confidence, like, yeah, we finna do this. So
yeah, I'll give you that. I ain't gonna take it away from them.
I just got to get an edge to Florida, even though I want to say so. I want to say Auburn, but I think them two both will end up in the 4. Okay,
so of course I ain't gonna lie to you,
but that's it.
I got 3 that I believe are gonna go deep, and I have full, and I really want to say 4. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to say 4. It's 4 that I believe really going to go.
We know 2.
You already know 2 of them.
Yeah.
Oh, no, they don't. Hold up.
What should we do?
Yo, you know Auburn?
Yeah, we already know that.
Florida?
Yeah, you already know 2. We
Tennessee and Texas A&M.
Okay, that's 4. I was saying, we already know the 2 of them.
Yeah, so them are my 4. Only reason I didn't say Bama is purely because I think just them.
Oh, you thought I was going to say Alabama?
No, I thought you were saying that I was going to say Alabama.
Oh, hell no.
So only reason I did say Alabama, not because I don't think they're good to win, because I do think they're good enough to play, but I'm just scared because they are too reliant on the 3, and Nate Oates will not call a fucking timeout when the fucking shit is going to shit. He will just hope they play out of it. They thought they was going to play out of it against Florida, and it did not happen. By the time he thought about running it on timeout, boy, he might as well have sent the scrubs, and it was over with. They were down 20.
But let me ask you this. What you gonna call timeout for? You ain't finna adjust?
No. See, now
all you doing is just
I feel like
acting like you fixing to go to the hole. That's all he doing. You acting like you gonna run a pick and roll to really kick it out and swing it around
for the 3.
I think he ain't nobody falling for it. And I think the biggest problem is there's been times where Alabama could have got the layup or the alley-oop.
But they shoot the 3.
But they go for the 3 instead, and it stalls, and the next team just keeps on playing hard the way they do, and the next thing you know, that it's an 8-point game. You know what I'm saying? Like,
because you can turn from a 2-point game, 3 possessions, now you can turn that 2-point game into 11, just like that.
It's like
3 threes now, we 11 points.
You know how, I ain't trying to cut you off, but you know how Duke do. Cooper Flag.
Oh, yeah, he gonna get to the free throw line.
And he played the 4, right?
Yeah.
Like, Alabama has nobody that they can give a rock to and depend on when that 3 ain't falling, where they can just.
They used to go to that dude, like an African dude, I think his name. I can't call his name. I don't know his name. And I think, and they call it the play. They call it the Beast. I think that's the name of it.
Okay.
So they just kind of, it's basically like, all right, let's kind of.
And a lot of people. I don't know if you heard it in the shop, but a lot of people were saying like, Grant Nelson, he ain't been playing like he was last year. But he couldn't. He wasn't touching the ball.
Yeah, he wasn't. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's the problem. Yeah, now, when you implement him in the offense, he was the best player on the field in the SEC tournament.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
He sucked on that first one. He didn't do shit against Auburn the first time, but then he was one of the best players the second time.
But right,
you know what I'm saying? So I give him that. You know what I'm saying? But the only thing about it is, and I'm gonna say Alabama and Auburn can get both of them in this. They'll come down the court, dribble the ball up. Mids, I ain't gonna say you're gonna slow dribble it. You'll kind of fast dribble it up and take a early 3 when you got 3 people behind you. Only got 2 people that's even like in close to the paint. Then you shoot it. Ain't no way to get a rebound, and you're going down. You do that 3 times. You know, you even if you was up 6, you can be tied up. You know what I'm saying? So they don't even put themselves in rebounding position. They shoot the 3 so quick. Or when it gets to the point where they don't know what offense they get into, either jump it down the broom, play inside out, or do your pick and roll play and curl out the backside and try to look for the three once you pump it in and pump it out. Figure some out, but then it's like they get in the middle of it and don't know who to get the ball to. You don't know if you're going to give it the broom. You want to let Pitiful, play at the top. You know what I mean? You don't know who, or Denver Jones going to run it off a curl. You don't know what's going on.
Right.
And so that's why the offenses go good. And I would say, you're like, damn, what the hell going on? You be up 12, now you down 6. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Bama, but Bama's strictly on shooting early threes in the shot clock. Right. That's what got Sears as benched against LSU. Right. Because he'll come down there, jack that boy with 18
from half court, from the logo.
Half court with 15 seconds on the shot clock, and boom, you're going right back the other way.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you can turn a run in 5 positions, can turn it 10 to 15 points in a heartbeat. So it just all depends on that.
I guess just my age telling on me. You know what I'm saying? But, like, I just feel like the game of basketball isn't respected when you don't have plays for all 5 players on the floor. And when I say that, I'm talking traditionally.
What you mean, like screen double downs and stuff like that, screen pops and stuff like that?
And not only that, D, but I'm saying actually have a center on the floor. I wouldn't care if it's just like an Anthony Davis type center. Have a center on the floor. Don't give me that two forwards and 3 guards bullshit. Now you can do that throughout the course of the game, but at least have your bases. Like what Auburn do. See, that's why I like Auburn. I'm not an Auburn fan, you know it. But Auburn, I love the way they play because at the end of the day, these motherfuckers play a center, a power forward, a small forward, and 2 guards. But if they have to go to 3 guards and 2 forwards, or 3 guards, a forward, and a center, you know what I'm saying? Or all 4 on guards and 1 center. They can do whatever they need to do. That's why I like watching a team. That's a championship team, in my opinion. They can do whatever they need to do to get the job done.
They just got to consistently score, man. That's all it is.
That's all it is. But when it comes to Alabama, they gotta look get mad when I say this. They're one-trick pony.
Yeah, they number the 3.
But all they want to do is, if they don't have that 3, it's very rare they're gonna win.
They ain't gonna win at all. I'm gonna just tell you straight up. That's a game. You know what I mean? So, but then I'm still looking at, like I said, I still think it's gonna be an SEC shootout. And I'm gonna just say this and look at this, bro. Let's just say
how many SEC teams you think gonna make it to the 8?
How many I got going? Now I got in the 8. I got 1, 2, 3.
Okay, that sounds about right.
Yeah,
that sounds about right.
Yeah, I got 3. But I got in it. But in the 16, I got 1, 2, 3.
That's when they're gonna fall apart.
5.
I can feel that, but I
got 7 right there though.
I think some of them gonna fall.
The only one I think that I'm probably reaching on, but it's only because I feel like they can get past. Because think about it, look at it like this: if every SEC team win the first round, look at your next round matchups. You're gonna have a matchup like
all of them ain't though.
I believe it's possible. But think about
it, possible. But all of them ain't.
If they win, all of them win, right? You're gonna have a matchup of Alabama, Vanderbilt. You're gonna have so you'll have an SEC matchup. But the only SEC teams that'll have, because you'll have, so I believe. So let me ask you this. So I believe Kentucky gonna beat Troy. Tennessee beat Wofford. Now the only team that I told you that I believe that can lose is the 8-9 matchup. That's Georgia and Gonzaga.
Oh, that's an ad whoop.
You get what I'm saying?
That's an ad
So
whoop.
that's the only matchup that I worry about. I don't believe Alabama lose to Robert Morris. I believe Vanderbilt can beat St. Mary's. That's just me and my own thinking.
Shit, I don't know. That's the one with the old lady in the wheelchair.
St. Mary's?
It ain't?
No, the old lady in the wheelchair, that's I think
St. Bonaventure.
St. Bonaventure or something like that. You talking about with the black and gold team?
No, I'm talking about St. Mary's had a lady too. See, one of them had a nun. And one of them just
They used
had
to
an
come-
old lady.
They used to come to the games all the
I
time.
think St. Mary's just had the old nun.
I will look that up.
we
We'll
need to look
revisit
that up and check. But I don't know though, man. I know they got a good team though. They keep a good team.
Now,
Let's say that.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with that.
That ain't gonna be no easy win.
Nope,
if they do.
no by no means.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a couple of games where them
Then you got
SEC teams.
Mississippi State and Baylor.
Oh,
And that's another 8-9 matchup.
I like Baylor now.
You got Baylor in that one? I
Yeah.
like Mississippi State.
See, that's what I'm saying,
Now,
man.
this the one that
you going with your heart, too, now.
Now, I'm going off what I saw because I watched a couple of these games play against Auburn. So I'm going off with some of what I saw. I'm not going to lie to you.
Baylor.
I'm talking about Mississippi State.
Oh, but that ain't fair, D, because
We can make you play. We can make you play alphabet basketball.
folk gonna get up for Auburn. Auburn one of the best teams in the country.
But we ain't gonna play nobody with State the first
And
round.
then that's another thing.
State gonna get up.
That's another thing. You know what I'm saying?
Huh?
For all the SEC teams that are in the tournament,
Everybody gonna want to get up for them because everybody talking shit about
Talk
the SEC.
tough and
I already
tough.
know what you want to go.
I'm
I already
telling you
know.
now, it ain't
I'm
gonna
with
be
you.
no easy win now.
I guarantee, and this the only other matchup that
If I beat the SEC team, I know I can beat somebody else.
This is my upset of the first round. If you want to say it's an upset, it's 10-7 Arkansas, Kansas.
Yeah, that's another one.
That's my matchup.
Arkansas whoop Kansas.
That's what I'm
ass.
saying. That's my
I mean, no, Kansas will whoop Arkansas ass.
I definitely believe Missouri gonna beat Drake. That's just me.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Kansas gonna whoop Arkansas.
And I believe Oklahoma because I do not have a fucking bit. Even though y'all won 2 in a row, UConn ain't getting out the first round. Oklahoma gonna beat UConn. Fuck that shit.
No,
You crazy as crap.
no,
No.
you crazy
No,
as milk.
no. You crazy as goddamn motherfucker. Ain't no way.
Man,
No.
please.
Stop. I got Oklahoma against UConn.
D.
Yeah, that's another 8-9 matchup. All the matchups will be all 8-9. So they close. Y'all got them, bro. Man,
you know Arkansas.
I didn't see
ain't
UConn
ready.
give about 30.
Huh?
Yeah.
Say what now?
Yeah, they didn't see them give about 30 this year, kids.
Oh, yeah.
They slop. I didn't see them.
They ain't slop. They done got
smoke.
better over the year.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't believe they. I think we gonna get up and knock them out. Because I know they want to get up because they the champ. Because they got a chance to do the 3P because they there.
And that's in the first round.
That first round.
Oh, shoot.
That first round.
All right.
That first round. You know what I'm saying? That's
Can't wait.
on the 21st on 8/25. It's gonna be a late game
When?
on the 21st. What's the day?
Third.
Friday.
Okay.
So yeah. So then you got Norfolk State in Florida. I definitely believe they smoked them by 30.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know what
They
I'm saying?
gonna
So I
take them
believe.
to the slaughter.
So you're saying that
Arkansas gonna lose.
you saying Oklahoma
Mississippi
lose?
State
You saying
gonna
we gonna
lose.
start from the top to bottom.
Oklahoma gonna
You
lose.
say Oklahoma lose to UConn.
One.
You say Arkansas lose to Kansas.
2.
You say Mississippi State lose to Baylor.
3.
And you say Georgia loses to Gonzaga.
4 horsemen.
All right. So you guys here first. Hey, man, let me know who your guys' team is. Let me know if you got an SEC team. I don't give a damn what conference it is.
Just let
Jump in
us
there.
know what you think.
Let us know what you think, what your team is, and who you think gonna win that boy. You know what I'm saying? Because as of right now, I'm gonna stick with my boys, even though I am afraid. Because we'll lay an egg, man.
In order for the best way to win a championship or, in basketball, they say you got to have great guard play, right?
Yeah, you gotta be able to rebound.
So right now, you got to be able to rebound, you got to be able to play defense, and you got to have great guard play. And right now, I got to go with Florida winning it all because that point guard that they have is the truth. He's very good at assisting, setting up the offense, and he make key shots at key pivotal moments of the game to keep the team going. So he's a good leader. He's very mature. You know what I'm saying? I watched them after who that was they beat. It was somebody that they beat, and I thought they wouldn't have beat. Was it y'all? No, y'all lost
Who?
to Tennessee.
We lost to Tennessee.
They beat all Alabama.
Who?
Florida.
Yeah,
I'm
we beat
talking
her
about.
too.
I'm talking about how convincingly they did, though. I mean, and I know they beat y'all too. You know what I'm saying? But
I think it'd be about 8, though.
yeah, it wasn't as bad as what they did. Though. They just dismantled Alabama to the point where it looked like they gave up and just stopped playing. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Because even the coach was like, man,
I think he just let him outplay him. He just didn't try to stop the bleed. He just like, all right, let's go. I'm like, yeah, I'm looking at. I'm flicking through the TV. We were close. There's that little 20.
I mean, to me, he doesn't adjust that well throughout the course of the game.
I hate his offensive adjustments, but I do like his defensive adjustments.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think he does adjust. You know what I'm saying? I think he can
that
adjust to
offense
kind of slow you down,
at all.
but he can't never figure out how to damn score outside and tell you to shoot more threes.
That's it. Just shoot. Shoot that
shoot
motherfucker.
You know
It's going to come eventually.
So, you know.
What you got, C-Murder? You got any hits for
Nah,
us?
man, we hit that halfway marker, so what's next?
I guess, man, you want to slide on quickly into this old NBA?
I don't know. Let's make it quick because I want to talk a little bit about that NFL.
I do have a quick question.
Yes, what you got, CC?
Pertaining to the NBA, I'm sorry.
What you got?
So recently, Stephen A. Had made some remarks or was confronted by LeBron. What's y'all thoughts on him confronting Stephen A?
It go both ways. I respect LeBron for taking up for his child, but at the same time, I kind of understand where Stephen A. is coming from. I mean, one thing about it, Stephen A. kind of straddles that line with everyone.
Yeah.
So, you know, you can't be biased. I mean, I don't think he said anything disrespectful, but it comes a point in time where enough is enough. And the only reason why I'm down with it is because, like I say, LeBron takes a lot of ridicule. Like, people dog LeBron himself out.
Yeah.
And I kind of dig that he was like, okay, no matter what you say about me, I don't give two flying fucks, but leave my goddamn child alone. And, you know, Bronny is a good kid. He's not doing anything, and it just seems like this is one of those situations where people want to ridicule Bronny, in my opinion, like they're trying to do Shador, because they don't like their parents, their fathers. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's all I think it is. That's just my opinion. I mean, you know, you talk about how LeBron is the GOAT, you know, and you talk about how he's basically putting a shadow over everybody's favorite player. You know what I'm saying? He's in the conversation to the point where people are getting in heated debates, fighting, shooting one another. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know, you have
so
people
it's like
that live on both sides.
The numbers ain't gonna lie for now on. So it boils down to what you like and who you like and how you think the game of basketball is supposed to be played. But at the end of the day, he's still top 3, top 2, however way you want to put him up there. You know what I'm saying? But it's like his child is not him. Of course, he's trying to go. He's got up there because of his dad. We all know this. But who wouldn't look out for their child? It's called generational wealth, man. Like, if you have the you know what I'm saying, ability to help your child out in whatever it is that they want to do, why not? You know, different ethnic cultures do it all the time.
No, white folk, but see the thing is,
when black folk do it, we make a mockery of it ourselves.
Nah, see the thing is, this is what I believe. This is my how I look at it. I believe the biggest problem people have with it is at the scale that it is. You know what I mean? Like, if people just giving them a truck driving business, you wouldn't give a damn. Because nobody know about that shit but the people around it. Yep. It's the fact that you put them on the Lakers and national TV and you feel like somebody else should have been picked. Right. Now, in reference to the Stephen A. Smith, now the Stephen A. Smith thing and why I feel like it's, you know, I'm going to slide on Bron's side on this one because I feel like he's been a Jordan homer since day one. And I understand he's an older guy and that's, you know, that's going to be his GOAT forever. True, I understand. You know what I mean? A lot of younger kids don't even ever seen Jordan only wear the shoes. You know what I mean? But I think that and what LeBron going at is that you trying to overly criticize my son because of me. Because there's a bunch of fucking sons out there that wasn't shit. There's a couple of them that are, like Dale Curry, Steph Curry, Scottie Pippen Jr. pretty good. Gary Payton good, Jr. good. You know what I mean? So you got, you know, kids that's out there playing now. Right. That's good. You know what I mean? Got other sons that's coming up and stuff like that. But I just think, like you said, that y'all give unfair ridicule to him just because of who his dad is. And that's the part where LeBron stepped in like, okay, talk about him just because he a player. Because guess what? If you wouldn't have put his name on his jersey, you wouldn't even talk about him on ESPN. You would never bring his name up. Just because his name is LeBron James Jr., that's the only reason you want to talk and ridicule on what he doing. Because I know a bunch of sons out there that came in there, averaged 2 points and faded out in 2 years. You ain't never thought about him no more. You know what I mean? And guess what? Well, they should have known one thing. Not now one of them children, he done shot out him finna come out like him. I don't give a damn what you say. Now, can they be real damn good? Yes. But they gonna be him again? Hell no. You don't get that many generational talents right behind each other. And name me a generational talent that shot out a generational talent. It don't happen. It don't.
Well, if it do happen, they say it skips a generation.
That's what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying?
Bronny might be an average basketball player, and Bryce might be that guy.
You feel me? So he don't come right out behind us.
I understand what you're saying.
So, and then we're bringing it with the Shador situation. The only thing different, I will say different between Shador and Bronny is I believe Shador can go in and be good from day one.
Yeah.
With a coach, right scheme, right players, right. I believe he can go in and be good. Bless you, my brother. Bless you, my brother.
Excuse me.
Well, he can be good from day one.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? So I believe that. Now, that's the only difference.
I was just talking, and I wasn't talking about
I know you're talking about talent. I know you were saying
about how they just
themselves.
Ridiculing them, because Shador is a great quarterback.
But they should have knew he was going to be what his daddy was from the beginning. And y'all, he ain't nothing but the same thing his daddy did.
Right.
So I don't even know what you should have expected that. You know what I'm saying?
And to be honest, Shiloh should be a top 10 defensive player. Because it ain't too many safeties out there that was better than him in college football. There's only really one I can think of for real.
Now, only thing about
that boy at Ohio State. Yeah.
Now, they were saying a lot of people didn't like his tape in reference to man-on-man coverage. Now, in the box, big hits, dislodging the ball. I think he had defensive backs. I hate to think he had the most fumbles or something like that over the last 2 seasons when he was in college in Power 5, Power 4, and Power 5. So he can dislodge the ball. He made good tackles. Now he can get in space and get a little, you know what I mean? Because I think that first game after he came out the injury, but of course coming out the injury, you know, that make a difference. So I still believe he is a top, even if you want to say top 5 safety coming out of college. It definitely should have been invited to the combine by far. That was just disrespect, man. I think that was because he wanted both his kids to get drafted, and they just did this shit out of spite.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I still believe that he can and still should be drafted.
Good enough to get drafted.
Yeah, he's a bunch of safeties out there. Shit, he better than the NFL right now. Right now. You know what I'm saying? So no, I'm gonna get.
That's why I'm saying that the ridicule is coming in because of who the parents are.
No doubt.
And I think it's bullshit. And the thing that get me is, our folk is the one that.
That's always gonna be it, bro. That's always gonna be it.
Yeah.
So this is my thing. I got my rant of the day in NBA. I don't like what the fuck going on with this Shai Gilgeous-Alexander shit. Now I understand y'all want this guy to be the MVP. Oh, fucking well, man.
Nah, you got that wrong. They don't want him to be the MVP.
He can't be the face of the NBA. That motherfucker, he from Canada. Y'all would have picked him. Y'all pack him up. Put him somewhere the fuck else. He from Canada.
They try.
So pull it out the way.
Matter. They tried to put Joker.
So let's just make this. I heard this conversation on some sports talk show this morning.
Try.
Okay. Now I'm gonna ask you this question. I'm gonna ask you this as well. Now I know you guys watch basketball. So what do you think? Give me your best matchup for the finals. Who you think you chose? If you could pick 2 teams out of one team out the West, one team out the East, who would those 2 teams you say to be the best matchup to watch in the finals?
It'll be a toss-up between OKC and the Lakers versus y'all.
But you say it's a toss-up though, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. This is my point is this.
Well, I'm just, in all fairness now, I'm saying that because I'm a LeBron junkie and I like the Lakers.
Gotcha. But this is the reason I'm going to say that.
We might not be ready, but for y'all.
Right.
But I think we're ready to win the finals. But the it sound retarded, but I feel that in all honesty, OKC is better fit to play y'all right now.
Right. Yeah, no doubt.
Because of the depth. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. So I'm going to say this. Would it be a good team would it be a great games in reference to strategic games to watch? Yes. But guess what? Don't nobody want to watch that shit. Don't nobody want to watch OKC. Nobody. Because they don't play exciting basketball. They play defensive basketball, which ain't exciting. We want to see exciting. We want to see high flying. We want to see threes jump around. We want to see motherfuckers clowning.
Yeah.
So, I would pick the Lakers.
Let me ask you a question.
Since
we talking about NBA, you brought it up. Can you admit that other than that one ass whooping that they took against Milwaukee in Milwaukee, they've been technically playing impressive basketball without, 4 starters, 5 starters?
Who?
The Lakers.
Oh, I'm gonna give them, but the Lakers are good.
I'm just asking you.
Nah, I'm gonna give. I told that was my prediction. Remember, I told you my prediction were you guys to get to for the Lakers to play.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? And that wasn't even about this blaming the Celtics, but I did think that y'all could win because y'all have one thing that y'all needed, but you lost one of the biggest things. But I think that you have enough down low. I think you have enough.
You got a lot of bodies.
You got a lot of bodies, and that's enough. You know what I mean? See, when you won the last one, you just had 2 good bodies, and y'all just circled them, and which is work.
Good bodies,
but those are great bodies compared to these. These are okay.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
These are okay. Those are great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Those are what you need. What you got.
Yeah.
But I think that you having Luka being able to give you a high presence of scoring, and also a higher level of hold and being able to take care of the ball. You know what I mean? So the ball can move a lot better. Because think about it, you saw how many passes that he shoot from touching the ball on this side. Next thing you know, he just threw that bitch 100 and he lay up and they back down this way. You know what I mean? So I think his ability, his passing ability and being able to get people, facilitate, get others in the game. Also, he can get his own shot, give LeBron a chance to not have to do everything from the second, third quarter. They can kind of get that Luka time, and they're going to let the king come through and show down at the end. You know, him and Luka together. You know what I mean? Play a little 2-man ball. So I do say that y'all can get through that as long as you got everybody like Hachimura, Bando, you know what I'm saying? Connect playing good, Hayes playing out of his mind, you know what I'm saying? AR-15 doing what he do, you know what I mean? As long as y'all got them right there, they got to show. They got to come with y'all.
Ain't been playing.
But they got to show up. AR-15 got to get you 20.
Yeah,
he got to. Ain't no question about it.
I think he the key, him and
Connect. Them your connects. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. White boys can't jump. They with Harrison. They going to have to be out there. They going to have to. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to have to play like DiVincenzo and like they who the other white boy y'all had play in Chicago?
Yeah, with the
y'all had to play like him. Caruso, you know what I'm saying? So you have to have some of that in them. So I think if they can get that going, you know what I mean? So, but my thing is that y'all giving this motherfucker too many calls. This motherfucker shot Shai Gilgeous-Alexander when he played us and they beat us good. Now they beat us by 8. But he's like 20 free throws by 22 free throws. You saw what Detroit Pistons coach went off. He was beating the table, all type of shit behind that. The refs called 5 ticks on their team in 1 quarter. Bro, it's like, I understand, you know, but I'm gonna look at it like this. Just remember I said this. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder will never reach the finals.
No, don't say never, man.
Let me say this. They will. Let me tell you why.
Why you crazy?
Listen.
Why?
Your fucking basketball is fucking boring. It's great, but it's fucking boring. NBA sells tickets and entertainment. If don't nobody want to watch it, they're not gonna fucking show it. You get it? So they're getting you up there. Notice, he did this shit for the last couple of years, average 30, you know, all that shit. But any finals appearances, hell the fucking no. Don't nobody want to watch that bullshit. They want to see high flying threes going 125 points a game. They don't want to see no game, 108 to 116. They don't want to see that shit. So I ain't got nothing against you, Shay. But shit, you can pack that motherfucker up by the time you get to the West Conference Finals because somebody else going there now. I can guarantee you that. How you think Luka slick his ass through that motherfucker last year? You think they were better than the rest of them teams in the West? Hell no.
That's why I ain't arguing with you.
Hell no.
When you said never, though, they might eventually get it together, man.
Bro, I believe you, but you see where I'm coming from. It ain't nothing against him playing. It's just the fact.
Same thing.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, don't nobody want to watch that shit.
Lakers in 5.
Oh, shit was saying you went crazy. But yeah, I just don't think nobody want to watch it because it's boring basketball. You know what I'm saying? It's cool, but
hey man, let me ask you this here, man, before we go. You know what I'm saying? Because I know we about to run out of time, but I gotta talk to you about this shit here, man. What the fuck you think about this NFL free agency shit, man? Like, it's some goddamn crazy shit going on, man.
Bruh,
Atlanta paid this boy $10 million bonus.
Who that?
Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, they gonna pay him. They trying to hold him down because somebody gonna need him. They gonna get a boat for him during the season or something.
But that's something.
I'm telling you, cause you know how much money he made over last 2 years.
That's my point. So what you finna put the brother back on the bench?
No, he gonna bro finna play, but he finna sit back. He gonna sit back
Kirk
and
Cousins ain't finna be on no bench.
bro. They say you think they gonna bench him at the beginning of last year and start him this year?
You ain't getting them $10 million for nothing.
Shit, you get him $10 million. That's a roster bonus. That's probably a roster bonus out of the contract. But let me ask you a question, bro. Y'all had a lot of loss in Philly, bro.
Yeah, we done got a lot of folks.
So I'm talking about Sweat,
It's all good.
Isaiah Rodgers.
I know Sweat was gone. That's
Slay.
Rodgers is the only somebody that Rodgers and to be honest,
And CJ Gardner-Johnson.
They the only ones that I was surprised about.
Then
Everybody else,
other people that you lost wasn't shit. Like you lost Gainwell,
yeah.
Paris Campbell.
See, that's my point. I lost Gainwell, but I went and got AJ Dillon. You know what I'm saying?
You think
I lost Sweat, but Howard and already went and got.
So you think
3.
You think that's a good match?
No, Howard and went and got 2 defensive ends and 2 linebackers. I'm good, bro. We reload
so
right now. So
you think that's a good y'all did get a Adoree Jackson.
Yeah.
Y'all
New York.
Yeah, y'all did get.
We got the DN from outside linebacker from the Patriots.
Yeah,
55.
Yeah, y'all did do that.
We just got another guy today. I don't know. I can't pronounce his name, but we just got another guy today, linebackers. I mean, we've been stacking, bro. Only thing we got to do is
y'all got my tight end. Y'all got my tight end too.
Yeah.
So who you think made the best moves out of the whole bunch?
Everybody.
Yeah, out of everybody. I'm gonna lie, mine. After I look over some of this shit,
Hey, if
the Vikings.
Let's just wait. This is the thing. Free agents is cool, but the thing about it is this: when it comes to me, the free agents ain't nothing if the draft don't coexist with them. See, right now, my free agency moves look good because I done went and got everything I done lost. You know what I'm saying? Except for a couple of positions, so that's why I know I'm a key in on them positions.
So what you think y'all need?
Draft.
So what you looking at? Y'all need to draft
a D tackle, or that outside linebacker from Penn State if he falls. One of the two. If he falls, we're gonna get him. Then we're gonna come back in the second round and get a safety, then a D tackle. Okay. We'll be straight.
So you think? So let's see when the draft is. The draft is at the end of the 24th through the 26th. I ain't gonna lie, we lost a lot of shit. I lost tight end, man. Old boy, we used to play with Bama Kelly, gone. He went to the Vikings. We lost two best linemen went to the Vikings.
What you think about Cincinnati?
I think they paid a lot of money for 2 receivers.
So you already know that DN finna go.
Yeah, they gonna.
And all they wanted was the first round.
Then one of their guys retired. Somebody would have retired.
If he don't want too much money, I snatch him.
Who?
Hendrickson.
Yeah, he gonna want some bread though.
I know.
Yeah, then P. Ryan went back to the Bengals too.
No, yeah.
Yeah, he went back to the Bengals.
Their offense gonna be spectacular, but they ain't gonna have no defense.
No, they ain't gonna have no defense.
So that means they gonna have to draft everything, but they might be young, but by the time their defense get together, man, the offense might be trash. You know what I'm saying?
So what you think about the Seahawks with the Sam Darnold Cooper Cup edition?
I don't know what to think.
I don't know. You know
they
what I'm
already
saying?
had a nice offensive line and run game. The defense wasn't shabby. I just think they're still the same because they let too much go. Lockett, if they would have kept Lockett.
They like Lockett but they still got Smith and Jigba from Ohio State.
And Cooper Kupp and that tight end.
Yeah, so they're going to probably draft some in the draft.
I think they're going to be all right, but we all know the Rams the best team in that division. But
they went and got Dobbin, got Adams and shit. So
they gonna win the division. It's just all about who gonna get them comp.
I think the Steelers made a couple good moves too.
Still ain't got no quarterback, offensive line, or running back though.
Oh, they got
who?
Oh no, the only thing they got, I just saw they picked up running back was y'all running back with Gainwell. You know, most of went to the Raiders.
Right. And what you call it went to the Chargers.
Yeah, Harris went to the Chargers.
Yeah, Najee.
And Williams went to the
They
Cowboys.
They ain't got no good offensive line. Najee a big back, and he couldn't do nothing. So you can imagine Gainwell being a shifty, speedy guy. He gonna take a beat.
So what you think about?
And they ain't got a quarterback. So.
Do you think the addition of Joey Bosa to the Bills, was it one of the Bosa boys? Was it one of them damn Bosa boys? Think they get some past Kansas City?
No.
Because Kansas City lost a lot. Because Kansas City ended up losing, like I said, P. Ryan left. They lost a lineman.
Well, okay.
They lost their starting safety.
Let me ask you this, since you said this. We both know Kansas City done took a hit. We both pretty much know they're going to be contenders, but they're not going to win the AFC. We can both agree on that, right?
Let's wait on the draft. I'm going to just say let's wait on the draft, dog. Bro.
They lost a lot, though, and they still need the offensive line.
Think about it.
Kelsey O. I understand that Andy Reid is a wizard in drafting folks.
Them motherfuckers didn't have shit last year. And he had one of his worst and the worst, I think, statistical season.
But see, this is the thing.
Went to the Super Bowl.
This is the thing, what I'm saying. Right now, you can agree with me. And I understand what you're saying. You can't never keep Patrick Mahomes out the equation.
Mm-hmm.
But the question is, right now,
mm-hmm.
You mean to tell me Buffalo, Baltimore, and Houston aren't better on paper than Kansas City?
Like they say, two things can be true at once. Are they better on paper? Mm-hmm. But do they have 15? Mm-mm.
I'm just saying, like, that. I'm just saying that to say this, that the AFC is more wide open now. Because, like, just say, hypothetically speaking. All right, hear me out. What if
Baltimore?
What if Tua stay healthy?
Who fucking cares?
No. What if Tua stay healthy and they end up being number one in the AFC?
It's not fucking happening, dude. I understand. What if I win a lotto tomorrow? Shit, we gonna.
I'm just saying though, man. Like I just threw it out there. They got the high-powered offense.
Nah, you be more to say that if Lamar Jackson or the damn tight end catch the ball, you did more to say that and shit.
Well, I know it's going to be between Lamar and Buffalo. It's going to be between Baltimore and Buffalo. In my opinion. I
think with Bosa, he can stay healthy, but because Buffalo defense has always been good, they just always lose a lot of players throughout the season. By the time they get there, they ain't got no damn body, and he still win. That's what's been kind of happening too. Now, with him being an addition of that, they didn't lose much. Now, they did lose, I think they lost to maybe a safety or something, I'm not mistaken. But if they can draft something, they still need another receiver. I don't give a damn what you say. Or another tight end, because I like the Knox, Amari Cooper, he old. I like the addition to the guy from Florida State. I can't think his name, Zero. I like his addition. So I think they got their young running back. I like Cook. But I still think they need another piece. You know what I mean? Out there on another wide out, something in the slot or something. So if they can get a real another piece, they can be good.
They need
another piece.
They need a D tackle. Well, they might have.
They said they got Bosa. You know what I'm saying?
Need another D in.
So if it long, see Bosa. I'll call him 2-1 because you're gonna have to put two on it. Somebody gonna have to chip. Somebody gonna do something.
Yeah, but just think if they had another on the other side, then you can't. You know what I'm saying?
So I agree. You know what I'm saying? But point, he's still gonna have a good. I think they still got something cooking.
And it'll be less on Bosa. Like you say, he always.
Yeah, so because it's always just him. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't want a lot of, you know what I'm saying, people coming with him, as they say.
That's right.
But, like I said, draft time is, like you said, I'm agree with you on that one. That's when a lot of this shit gonna start to kind of spread out and it'll start making sense. Because now it's been so much movement going on, you know, half of the people don't even know who playing on who over here. Because if you ain't been paying attention, you done missed a whole lot of names.
Hey, one more thing. How about them girls?
Ooh.
Them Cowgirls.
Well, I will give them a little bit.
You saw the Marcus Lawrence and Michael Parsons.
Yeah, because he said, you heard what Marcus Lawrence said. He said that he's like, I knew I won't go. He said, yeah, I knew I won't never win a championship with the team I was on. He just telling the truth. He couldn't say that shit over there. You think he can say that shit with that shit?
That's the same thing the tight end that left that went to Houston. He said,
it's just the true shit. They not trying to win championships. They trying to stay viable. They want to sell seats. And Jerry Jones wants to put concerts and rodeos and all other type of shit in that stadium and fill it up. That's it. You don't give a damn about winning no championship.
I want the money.
That's it. Give me my money. Give me some cheddar, fettuccine.
All right, C Murder. What you got?
Yeah. That's about it, man.
Let's wrap.
Yeah.
Well, hey, guys, we do thank you once again for tuning in on a great episode of us cutting up with your boys. Yeah. You know what I mean? And like we always say, we want you to like, share, and subscribe, and cut the motherfucking notifications on.
Oh, man.
Cut the motherfucking notifications on so you know it's time to motherfucker cut up.
Yep.
I need you to know when time is cut up so we can cut the fuck up.
Yo,
So cut your notifications on, my people. You know what I mean? And again, Birmingham and all surrounding areas, as far as my voice can see. Y'all be easy, man.
Peace.
100.
Peace.